Hey Proctors, thank you for watching this KSA training video part one. You are here because you have been chosen, selected, you're so lucky to participate in KSA for us. There are several roles. You might be working one-on-one, you might be scribing for a student, you might be in a small group, you might be in our large group testing in the gym. But you are here because your name is on one of these lists. So this is the group of proctors that will be working both sets of groups, so both 11th and 10th graders. This is you are proctors here that are going to just be doing with 11th graders. Noticing that because we're testing over multiple days and we have green and gold days, there is a gold set of proctors for the large gym as well as then a green set of proctors. So you'll be alternating back and forth. Same understanding with our 10th grade proctors. There are some more students that qualify for accommodations. So we do have a couple extra one-on-one scribes being pulled, as well as an additional small group. Um, but then the majority of you all will be in the large gym, either on green or gold day, assisting in the large scale proctoring there. Admin, you're just here because Kelly says you are our backup. So some important dates. This is like your first like major requirement for proctoring is I need you to watch this video and fill out the form. The second big piece is going to be the training that we're going to do in person all together on next Tuesday, so April 30th at 3:30 in the library. Um, we then will be covering a bunch of really like important like small details about what this is going to look like and making sure that you understand exactly what the expectations are, because we do not play with the KSA. We're going to do it right, so that we can have a good experience. The other things that you're going to be participating in, so the KSA testing information is going to be shared out to students in Flex on Monday, April 29th. That's obviously for everyone in the school, not just you as a proctor, but you as a proctor hopefully are the most comfortable and understanding and prepared to explain what's going on. So kind of leading the charge with that. You will be heavily involved as a proctor in the practice runs that we're then going to do the next 2 days. So next Tuesday and Wednesday, we will, during Flex as well, after a brief Flex information reminder about KSA testing, we'll release two testing locations where students will practice moving to their testing location so they can know where they're going to be and who they're going to be with. We're going to practice proctors moving to your testing location, and then the release of any students that are not testing to their coverage locations, which I'll show that to you in a second to make sure that you understand how to read that document. So again, that's going to happen for 11th graders on Tuesday and 10th graders on Wednesday. Then the testing window opens. We're going to go enjoy ourselves with Oaks and Derby, but then we're coming back and the test starts immediately. We're doing things a little bit different in terms of our scheduling, and I'll share that in a second. But for 11th graders, the entirety of the week of May 6th, those 5 days, we are going to be doing testing every one of those days, and you will be on at least 3, if not 5 of those days. 10th graders, there's a shorter window because there's less tests. So that will be then the next week, starting Monday, April 13th through Wednesday, the 15th. Then we'll finish this all off after everyone has given their best effort and we've had a great time. We're kind of combining the PBIS field day with this good faith effort reward day to celebrate on our last day of school. So to give you the full scope and picture of kind of what all the next 3 weeks are going to look like, things that are happening during Flex are labeled in pink. If it's during Flex, that's involving pretty much everybody. If it is 11th grade, then obviously it's just 11th grade proctors and the green, if it's green or gold day. So paying attention again that it's alternating, unless you are one of the proctors that I listed as you're going to be participating every single day, you will only have a specific gold or a green day that you are going to be proctoring. This is another kind of visualization. And if you want to start sharing this out, I hope you already have. But please do start getting this out to students so they know what's in store for them. This also does show a little bit better kind of the timing of each of the tests. So on the first day, like I said, we are doing things a little different. Usually the survey goes with the first test, but we're actually going to separate out the survey and do that first thing on Monday so that we can also have like kind of another day of like this is the dress rehearsal or practice run of the movement. We're going to utilize our flex period as the time to do that. So releasing students around 10:10, giving them 10 minutes to get their Chromebook, get to the bathroom, and get to their testing location to begin at 10:20. And it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to do the survey. So then the tests, now we'll know what this looks like. We'll know what this feels like. But we are going to still start at around, or start 9. Around 9 is when we're going to release. Closing doors around 9:10, so we can start reading instructions at 9:15. That allows our tests to kind of finish in a good spot where everybody can get to lunch and not have crazy disruption to the entirety of the day and the entirety of the school. So things that are coming up that you will need to be involved in, obviously sharing the information in flex classes on Monday and encouraging your PLC teams and your departments to really take this seriously because we want to all be a unified front. Um, you are, as a proctor, do need to be even more specific about reviewing the coverage plan. So making sure that students that are yours while you're proctoring have kind of an idea of where they're going to be going and what that movement is going to look like. Another exciting piece of this is that we are celebrating proficient and distinguished students from last year in this flex lesson on Monday with some cool surprises for them. So we just want to be as thorough as we can with this flex lesson that I have created for us on Monday. So then Tuesday, Wednesday are again those practice runs where you're going to meet with your flex classes, take about 15, 20 minutes to go through the slides that go specifically for these days. It's going to review stuff like what's in the survey, what does the good faith effort look like, what do you want to make sure you're doing the night before testing to feel your best, and then we'll release it around 10:20 with students getting to their locations around 10:30 where they'll get a short presentation and reminder about what exactly testing is going to look like from an admin. So here is kind of what your locations are. If you're doing any of the one-on-one or small group accommodations for oral native language support, that's going to be happening in the library for 11th graders. We have late testing in 301 and then 2 smaller groups, 307 and 308 are where those are going to be. Then the large group testing in the gym, again with our gold and green rotating cast of proctors in those days. Now, again, because we are doing the survey on the Monday before the major tests begin and we're doing it during flex period, we're going to have everybody move. Even if it doesn't matter if you're a green or a gold day proctor, everyone is going to move to their test locations so that we can practice and understand what that's going to look like. So I sent this to you all in the email announcing that you are going to be part of proctoring, but just to make sure that you understand how to read this, you're just looking right across at who is the coverage. If we have an example like here in the middle, there's actually 3 teachers, students that are going to move to one test location. The hard lines are kind of signifying exactly where they're going. I will have signs for your doors to direct students, so don't worry about that. 10th graders, this is where you're going to be 10th grade proctors. Like I said, there are more students that are receiving accommodations and like scribing, particularly accommodations. So we have more people in the library and we have an additional small group room. But again, down here, we see our green and gold rotation in the large gym. So everyone, even if you're just a large gym proctor for just green days, you will all be doing the Monday flex survey. You'll all be moving on the practice sessions. But then when you're actually doing your proctoring, that will only be during your specific color day. Okay. And again, just looking at how this coverage organizer works is you just are moving your students will be going to the teacher that is right across. Again, we got two down here that are the kind of combining two teachers with one teacher. So please watch this video, fill out the form, and I'll ultimately get you to sign the training record sheet so that I can make sure that we all know what we are doing. Next, you're going to be ready on Monday to present the KSA info in your flexes, and then you're going to run your practice run on April 30th with the 11th graders. We're going to get together that afternoon for our training part two. That should not say May 2nd; it should say April 30th. We will have done one of the practice runs first, and that's totally okay. Then we'll do the 10th grade practice run on Wednesday, and we'll hopefully then after that feel all ready to go enjoy Derby and come back and start our KSA adventures. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you all for listening. I hope this wasn't too long. See ya.